The rumor started as a casual whisper inside a lavish hotel lobby in Waco, Texas, where a mother and daughter were celebrating a long-overdue getaway. They had no idea that their relaxing trip would take such a bizarre turn, all because the famous Blake Lively and her entourage happened to be staying there at the exact same time.
Allegedly, B and her team are online bullying this girl. This girl's name is Kate, and she made a bunch of videos about her experience with this situation.
My mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend. Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night. We found this out from all the hotel staff, ended up recording her coming into the hotel lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching. Her team caught wind of this, I believe, maybe saw me recording her on the security camera, did not like this, thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there.
Hotel staff murmured that a special guest would be arriving, but no one expected the encounter that followed, let alone the alleged online harassment that would come afterward. According to whispers, the mother and daughter were simply capturing vacation memories on a phone, getting random clips and snapshots of the beautiful lobby. Then Blake herself supposedly entered, accompanied by nannies, or at least people who appeared to be in charge of her children, even though rumors have long circulated that she and Ryan Reynolds avoid hiring outside help.
But get this, allegedly, Blake herself is the one that went outside to record them leaving.
Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit, out of the hotel. Blake Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that. Online harassment started the next day. Her lawyer, her social media person, her nanny were looking at my stories.
The mother-daughter duo claimed they barely noticed anything out of the ordinary until they realized someone from Blake's circle was staring them down, as though worried about what might have been recorded. Word has it that the very next morning, they spotted a personal security guard trailing them a little too closely, fueling speculation that perhaps the footage captured the kids or showed a detail the celebrity team wanted hidden.
So since this was like a little mini vacation for her and her mom, she hadn't posted much like during her stay. But when she got back home, she posted this to her story. Followed by this story, she says, I think the security camera caught me recording her while we were camped out on the couch. And peep her IG bio called Fat by Khaleesi and her Dragons 31025. We'll get to that. So after she had posted these two stories, the first view that she got that she didn't recognize was this person. And this person stuck out to her because it says that they're a hotel GM. Lo and behold, after she did some research, Karen Chris is the hotel manager for Hotel 1928.
The tension escalated when Blake allegedly stepped outside to record their license plate, greeting them with a polite smile that felt more like an intimidation tactic than a friendly gesture. Soon after, the strange activity on social media began. The unsuspecting traveler recounted how her Instagram stories lit up with anonymous and suspicious viewers, some of whom she traced back to accounts belonging to individuals, possibly linked to Blake's legal and social media teams. One had a profile that appeared to be a hotel manager, another belonged to someone rumored to be an attorney for the star, and yet another seemed to handle her online presence.
Didn't tag them in the stories. And after some thinking and digging, she thinks the biggest issue they have with her recording Blake, she herself said that she definitely saw nannies with the children. It wasn't Blake with the children because she was off doing press. We've all heard the whole like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds don't use nannies for their 4 children, and I've heard before that this is a lie, but for some reason they want to be praised for this. And Kate had posted this to her story. And then oddly enough, a view on that story was Keisha Evans. Look at that, Keisha is a nanny, and Kate said that she looked like one of the nannies taking care of Blake Lively's children.
Each had a habit of viewing her stories, sometimes blocking her immediately afterward, as though they were gathering intel on her before vanishing. Then came the trolling and subtle name-calling, complete with cryptic usernames that ridiculed her weight or parodied personal details she'd shared about her vacation. It didn't stop there. She claimed it went beyond mere insults to repeated references that matched her exact wedding date, her mother-daughter trip theme, and more. Every time she blocked one suspicious profile, another popped up, often echoing the same mocking tone. This pattern hinted at some orchestrated effort to discredit or intimidate her, perhaps motivated by fear that she was about to leak damaging info. like proof that nannies were actually there, contradicting the curated family image Blake and Ryan maintain in public.
The person who viewed her stories was Molly Sage. However, she couldn't take a screenshot of this because Molly then blocked her right away after going and viewing all her stories. So Kate had her friend check, and apparently Blake follows Molly. And it looks like Molly is actually Blake's social media person. She helps with her social media. And then Kate posted,
While some people brushed the entire situation off as fan speculation, the timing was uncanny. The mother-daughter getaway wasn't posted publicly until they got home. So how did these alleged trolls know precisely which posts to target? That question led to further speculation about whether the hotel might have disclosed guest information or if Blake's security had used the license plate details to track them down, searching for anything that might have been recorded on that phone. The deeper she dug, the more mysterious profiles cropped up, many with 0 followers and random strings of letters for usernames.
Did Blake Lively's inner circle really call me fat? Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Caitlin. I live in Texas, and I'm just sharing my story. With all the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama going on, I feel like this is a bizarre turn of events from just a little mom and me trip that I went on this weekend to Waco, Texas, and I would love to share it with you guys. If you've been following along on Instagram, I've shared a little bit here and there. Just things went from just a normal little trip to Blake Lively's inner circle, her attorney, her social media girl, and one of her nannies, and a bunch of mysterious incognito accounts following me and harassing me. So a little backstory here. This trip was actually supposed to happen back in September. I was pregnant in June, suffered a miscarriage in August, and my mom and I wanted a little getaway. After all of that going on in September, we ended up having to reschedule the trip. We rescheduled it for springtime as an early birthday celebration for my mom. So we went this past weekend. We just stayed one night. The hotel is super expensive, but beautiful. If you don't know, it's like $400 to $500 a night, and then you have to pay for valet, fees, all that good.
She insisted these were the same people, pointing to the repeated pattern of immediate blocks and private accounts that matched certain suspicious criteria, like Blake's known associates or rumored team members. Some believed it could be a publicist's heavy-handed way of quashing any story before it began, but the harassment only fueled the travelers' desire to speak up.
do they not realize these accounts can be traced back to them? Also, this account that viewed her blocked moi. Kate wrote, is this their exit from harassment? But they weren't done yet because this was the last troll account that she saw viewing her story that she thinks is them. Fat and Not Fabulous 2.0. That's crazy.
She shared screenshots of user profiles that would appear once, watch her content, then either delete their accounts or set them to private each time she uncovered some tie, however slight, to the star or her circle, including legal staff connected with a well-known lawsuit involving Blake. To add another layer, there were claims that this was all part of a bigger campaign to protect the celebrity's perfect family image. For years, tabloids have gushed that Blake personally juggles motherhood without outside help, a claim that some fans find inspirational and others suspect is just a marketing spin. Now, the sight of rumored nannies in tow might threaten the authenticity of that persona, and critics speculate that an entire PR machine is working to hide the evidence.
She had deleted, basically said she's over Blake and her team, they can make fun of her or whatever, but she's gonna post whatever she wants. After posting the selfie, one of the views she got was from this account, Fat and Not Fabulous. Like they were doing with the whole team Justin Baldoni, they're literally doing it to send her a message, allegedly. She blocks them, and then she got another view from this account with 0 followers, 0 whatever, called Mommy Vacay something. So this to her story saying, the lengths they're going, it was a mom-daughter trip, and yes, I was married on November 11th, 2023.
The mother-daughter duo insisted they never set out to expose anyone. They were just on a belated trip, especially meaningful after personal struggles that included a heartbreaking miscarriage. They wanted an escape, but ended up entangled in a scenario that felt almost surreal. The alleged bullying felt like overkill, Why send wave after wave of troll accounts, cryptic messages, and potentially defamatory insults aimed at someone who hadn't even posted the incriminating footage? Friends encouraged them to speak out, which added to the tension as they realized how high profile this situation could become if it were reported or picked up by the media. Some questioned if the traveler exaggerated, but even skeptics had to admit it was strange how many private accounts seemed connected in some way to the star's verified contacts. Others suggested it might be a rogue team member overreacting to the possibility of leaked content. Either way, the story snowballed, inviting everyone to speculate on whether a well-known actress and her support network would really go to such lengths over a harmless recording. The puzzle deepened when the traveler's discovery of a certain attorney's involvement went viral among dedicated fans who track celebrity lawsuits. They noticed the attorney's name linked to prior legal actions involving Blake, which led to theories that the star is notoriously protective of her privacy. If the mother-daughter duo's footage revealed a snippet of the children, or any detail contradicting Blake's image, it might be enough to trigger a panic. Skeptics countered that Blake's motherly persona is part of her brand, making any incident that draws attention to behind-the-scenes reality a potential PR threat. Rumors emerged that the star's hush-hush approach to child-rearing helps maintain an aura of the perfect family, a carefully cultivated illusion that resonates with fans. Seeing hired nannies could spark tabloid headlines, calling the authenticity of that narrative into question. Whatever the truth may be, the entire affair has left many unsettled. The alleged trolls repeatedly referencing the traveler's weight and personal details about her trip turned what could have been dismissed as a mistake into something more menacing. Why, people wondered, would a celebrity known for kindness resort to mocking someone's appearance, even indirectly, or allow a team member to do so? Was this all a massive misunderstanding, or is there a darker reality behind the scenes? The traveler, meanwhile, keeps collecting evidence, determined to protect herself from what she describes as cyberstalking by powerful figures. She's posted time-stamped screenshots, compiled profiles of individuals who have suspiciously vanished, and pointed out the bizarre consistency of each encounter. Some fans have rallied around her, while others doubt the story altogether. Speculation has run rampant in online forums, with people analyzing every detail for clues to the star's actual role in the alleged intimidation campaign. Perhaps the biggest question is why the star's circle, if indeed responsible, didn't just ignore the original video altogether, trusting that it would go nowhere. The more intense the reaction, the more it looks like there's something big to hide, especially with staff scurrying to lock down social media profiles and an attorney rumored to be keeping tabs on every mention of this fiasco. For now, all we have are allegations from someone who claims to have experienced an unsettling chain of events, plus a batch of questionable social media activity that seems too synchronized to be random. Is the star protecting a personal family narrative, or is this just a string of coincidences magnified by the internet's appetite for controversy? The traveler insists it's not a coincidence at all, and the abrupt vanishings of those accounts make it look like a game of cat and mouse, with each side trying to stay one step ahead until someone officially speaks on the matter. The truth hangs somewhere between rumor and reality, but the strangest part might be how quickly a calm family trip transformed into a Hollywood-level saga filled with alleged bullying, secret recordings, and a frantic effort to mask a detail the star's team apparently found damning. Perhaps what happened that weekend in Waco was only the tip of the iceberg. If there's more to uncover about the people behind those cryptic accounts, and if their panic was indeed sparked by a minor slip-up in the star's pristine facade, then this bizarre skirmish could lead to even bigger revelations. For now, the mother and daughter remain rattled, insisting they never intended to ignite a scandal. Still, they refuse to be silenced, continuing to share their story piece by piece, hinting that the true extent of what happened might be even more startling. And with every new snippet, onlookers are left to wonder if this entire episode reveals a carefully guarded secret or if it's simply a misunderstanding spun out of control. Either way, it's a cautionary tale about how a fleeting moment in a high-profile hotel can spark an avalanche of speculation, secrecy, and alleged intimidation. Maybe the star wanted to keep her private life private, or maybe this was about suppressing inconvenient truth. Whichever it is, one thing's certain: no one expected a simple overnight stay to become a magnet for drama that still hasn't run its course. And if you thought it was over, the escalating chatter online suggests the story might only be beginning.